MLB The Show 23 has had a problem all year, and ultimately, well, what is that problem? It sucks. It has been good, and season 6 coming out tomorrow, which is stupid, by the way, but I wanted to sort of take the time, break it down, and talk about why it sucks. Season 5 was awful for a whole other set of reasons, but I want to talk about this compared to some other seasons, and hopefully things will improve for 24. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. But let's break it down. Let's talk about it. See what we can improve on. So really, to begin here, I just wanted to start by talking. Well, this is the team. This is free to play. And by the way, I'm probably not going to finish this dumb thing because I took time off. And I just want to get to Ronnie. That's sort of where I'm going to be, because I don't think these bosses are really going to be overly expensive. They usually aren't. They're falling like it's going to fall, and this is going to fall even more. But ultimately, I just want to get here, so I got to get to 33 in like 2 days. All right. But one thing that especially sucked all year is just the usability of cards, right? Because they all said the big thing was, hey, we want people to diversify their teams. All right, let's diversify, shall we? Let's take a look at first basemen that we could use. Really want to. Some of these are from set 4. I have no channel. Ignore the Angels thing here. I was trying to do an Angels theme team, and I'm like, well, that's stupid. I should just wait till we get all the cards, and we don't have to, use crap. But just sort of looking around like, okay, hey, it's finest time. Let's use some finest cards. And you kind of saw we had a finest team there. It's like, okay, so let's see. What can we use here? Oh, 99 wise. Oh, hey, there's, 6 99s for second base. All right, how about shortstop? You got 1, 2. There's a lot of shortstops. Oh, wait, there's only like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 99, and one's a core card. But even still, it's sort of like, well, what if you hit really well with a specific card, like an all-star card, like one of the ones I think about all the time is if we take the season 5 thing off, because I wanted to prove sort of a weird point. These are all the 99, these are all the catchers you could use in it, one of them being Adley Rutschman. Is there a finest? Yeah, I believe there is a finest Adley for BR. But come on, let's be real. No, we're not playing BR. But there is an Adley. But this one was perfectly fine. It was a good card. It was perfectly fine. DHing all the way. Like, look, there's so many cards, but it's one of the things where it's like you're surrounded by, water, but there's nothing to drink. It really kind of felt like that. And even like pitching wise, it sort of felt the same. Felt the same way. Like, a lot of, I don't want to say meh, but a lot of like things that just didn't really fit, I guess, per se, if that makes a lot of sense, where it was just like, it really sort of felt like, always in every MLB The Show game, we're like fighting for like bullpen help, but it felt like, especially this year, it was just a lot of like emptiness and odd feelings of like regret and sorrow and all this stuff. And even more so, like, I'm not necessarily big on these collections, but like this Finders Keepers collection to get a Kyle Seager, and there's really nothing else to update it. What was the point of this? You collect 7 cards, you get a Seager, like, that's it. And there's a whole whopping you need 7, and then you have there was 10 cards total, like, that's it. There was nothing there. And I know a lot of people will be like, well, look at Team Affinity. You just do Team Affinity passively, and you get this really good Cody Bellinger. Yeah, the problem is grinding for Team Affinity is awful. Grinding for Team Affinity is just like getting teeth pulled. It's just not fun. Right? It's just not fun. Like, this was set 4. I did nothing for it because I just stopped caring. Set 3, I kind of went a little bit more, but a lot of it's just like it's just not, there's nothing to care about. Like the set collections, I finished the set because set 4 was just pissing out cards like every other day. So when I didn't do core because I didn't do BR, so I didn't get all the core cards. I didn't get the Corey Seager. I didn't get this Ozzy Albies. It was just a lot of like, I don't want to do this and stuff, which is kind of an issue, to be honest with you. But I think the sort of bigger thing, and you kind of saw it here, was how do we talk about this? The lack of legends. And what I mean by the lack of legends is, well, they didn't have a lot of guys like Roberto Clemente here. Not a lot of guys like that, you know? Not a lot of the je ne sais quoi, if you will. A lot of guys to, you know, make it spicy. It was a lot of rinse, wash, and repeat. Like, you know, you got 97 Gary Carter. You don't have a fun time. Take a look at all the cards you had repeat. How many 99s of college were at? 3 or 4? And I just wasn't excited. And wasn't excited as, you know, it kind of continued on. And a lot of these programs too, like these bosses, one thing I constantly have sort of talked about is I'm just like, why do we have all this like junk that we're not necessarily going to need? Like, these cards are all fine, but like, I get it. Like, oh, it's 30 some odd days, you got time, but it's like, man, you take some time off or you do something else and you play another game. You're up a creek because this thing ends at noon on Thursday. And granted, probably all of these are going to come back because the last reward card, last program with everything, the gates wide open. So there's going to be 99 freaking certain number of cards here. But what's so fascinating here is if we can go back to the homepage and sort of talk about this, if we can get to this, the schedule, I want to sort of point something out here. And one of them comes out today at noon. I'll probably have 2 videos up today going over the Forever Wonders, which is not season 6, but another program that has more than 100 packs. Any other program, complete missions to unlock rewards. And then the following day, season 6 launches, which is players from all sets return to rank, new event, new BR ranked mini seasons and conquests, yippee, and a free holiday bundle, and returns of packs. So they're kind of going to open up the floodgates before, and then Finders, and then into the new year, we get Finders Keepers 4 and 5 in the shop. The 12th will be 6, 7. And final collection reward. I don't know what that's going to be, but realistically, it's not going to be that expensive. So I don't know what this is, and I don't know why they're waiting until a month from recording this to do this. And then ranked rewards basically end. And it says Forever Rank starts March 8th. I take that for what it's worth, by the way. I don't know what that means. Are we still going to be having ranked until then? Because that's wild to me. But I think that has something to do with season 6 is the last season. I don't know why we're pushing it back to March. Maybe this has something to do with the release of the game for next year. Because I want to say, let me double check here. I want to say MLB The Show 23 dropped in April. Are we looking kind of at the same thing? When did it drop? It dropped March 24th. So we're probably looking around a similar date. March 24th. And by the way, this game won awards. It won Best Sports Game from IGN. And I really hope that this doesn't affect what they need to do to make the next game a good game, which is get rid of seasons. If you're going to do sets and seasons, make sure you have a bunch of legends, or just put different, have variety, because there wasn't variety. It was just the same stuff, rinse, wash, and repeated. And it started off well, like, oh cool, 99 Trout, okay, and then we threw him out, did nothing with him, and we just went about it. And we did that for the entire season. The entire thing was that. It was rinse, wash, repeat, rinse, wash, repeat. Oh my gosh, it's never gonna end. It was just, that's what it was. It wasn't that exciting. To be fair, there are plenty of people at this point who probably aren't even going to play the game anymore, or have a reason to be honest with you. But that's just the nature of it. So you'll probably see me again in like 3 hours, because we'll break down the Forever Wonders. Is it even worth your time? Probably not. When there's 100 packs and stuff, hey, by all means, at this point they're thrown away. I don't know how many people haven't finished collections. Hey, if you made it this far, let me know. Have you finished, your core collection? I assume most people have at this point, but if not, I guess this is for you. I don't know. I'm just trying to sort of piece things together as I go along here. Who knows? But all that being said, my name's Specs, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.